Takes us to the fourth and final heat of the 400 meters. And there is the lineup. Bar of Ireland, Butrym of Ukraine, Guijado of Spain, Warholm of Norway, and Haydock Wilson of Britain. Well, our first chance to see one of the superstars of world athletics, let alone Norwegian, where he certainly is a star. One of their several stars, Karsten Warholm. He'll go in lane 5. So from the outside, we've got 19-year-old from Britain, Alex Haydock Wilson, who makes his senior international debut. Took a bronze medal on the World Junior Relay last year. And there is Karsten Warholm. Well, he's taken the Norwegian record down to 45.56 this year and is the very, very clear favourite for the title. The European and world 400-metre hurdles champion, but brilliant on the flat as well. Now we have the youngster from Spain, Manuel Guijado, who's only 5th in their championships this year, although he did win that title the previous year. Then one of the most experienced competitors in the lineup, in fact the oldest in the lineup, no less than 11 Ukrainian titles, 4 of them indoors. This is Vitaly Butrym. The Irishman, Thomas Barr, another 400-metre hurdler, European bronze medalist at the hurdles. And a lot of the hurdlers, as we'll see both in the men's and the women's individual 400 metres, a lot of the hurdlers running on the flat on these indoor tracks as a nice preparation for them for the outdoor season. As Warholm says, the World Championships are a long way away, and he's very happy to compete on the international stage at this time of the year in these European Championships. Well, he won a whole hatful of Norwegian age group titles at all sorts of different events over the years. And of course, if we go back to 2013, he was the World Youth Octathlon champion. He really is a super talent. Concentrating on the 400 hurdles is #1 event, but more than capable of winning this title. Let's see how he goes. Warholm here in lane 5. Barr, Butrym, Guijado, Warholm, and Haydock Wilson. And Warholm already off into his running. He's eaten up the stagger on the young Briton outside him. In the red, Guijado of Spain is tucking in second place, but surely at 200 metres it's going to be Warholm who leads. Butrym in third, 21.89, nothing too special there, but Warholm has this race under control. In second place for that vital spot, it's the young Spaniard, Guijado. They're very much in single file here. Butrym in third, Haydock Wilson in fourth, and the Irishman Barr back in 5th place as Warholm now comes in easily for the finish. Battle is on for second place, and it's Butrym who takes it, with the young Spaniard beaten out into third, and a nice comfortable victory there for Karsten Warholm in 47.05.
Well, there's quite clear an awful lot more to come from Warholm. He was just looking so calm and confident there in that particular race. Not the fastest of the heats this morning, but he didn't need to go any faster, and he remains the overwhelming favourite for this title.
Well, Guijado looks a bit worried, but in fact his time of 47.33 will be good enough to qualify him for the final with the next 4 fastest on times.
This from the bell, so Warholm staying well out of trouble, just gets himself to the front and eases around this Emirates Arena very comfortably, qualifying without any undue pressure. Well, on paper he's half a second faster than anybody else this season, more or less, and he remains the overwhelming favourite for Norway's first ever gold medal. Amazingly, looking at the statistics, I didn't realise that until yesterday that Norway have never ever won a European indoor gold medal.
And they could well win at least 2 with the great Jakob Ingebrigtsen, and we can call him the great now despite his youth, taking part in the 1500 metres. We'll see him later today.
Well, not a spare seat in the house here at the Emirates Arena as we turn our attention to the second semi-final of the men's 400 metres, and the imperious Karsten Warholm, over half a second quicker than any other European this winter. He's moved up to 9th on the European all-time list with that 45.56 that he ran in Oosternaarvik. at the end of last month? Well, one Spaniard's already gone through. Lucas Boer was a finalist 2 years ago in Belgrade. There's Karsten Warholm wearing the blue bib of the European leader. European outdoor champion at 400 meters hurdles, world champion over the barriers as well. Tony van Diepen, the national indoor champion over 2 laps of the track for the last 2 years, the Dutchman. It's improved to 46.81 this year. Even bigger collection of national titles for Vitaly Butrym, 11 national titles to his name for the 28-year-old Ukrainian. Well, the 20-year-old Manuel Gallardo, only 5th in the Spanish Indoor Championships, but brought along nevertheless. Well, Cameron Chalmers got through as the fastest non-automatic qualifier this morning. Looked very good for about 350 meters, but tired rather badly in his heat this morning. There's Saidi and Leitis finishing 3rd and 4th in the first semi-final. They're looking to see whether anybody can run faster than them. This could turn into a bit of a time trial though for Warholm. Nobody else has run under 46 seconds this year amongst the Europeans, but he has 45.56 to his name. So as they settle into their blocks from the inside, it's Chalmers of Great Britain, Gallardo of Spain, Butrym of Ukraine, Van Diepen the Netherlands, Warholm Norway, and Boer of Spain.
We have some very fast starters in this heat.
Well, Warholm just blasted out of his blocks, and he's already up almost on the shoulder of Boer on his outside. Now he's gone round him. He's really just hammering away. Boer trying to stay with him as best he can. Van Diepen, oh, that was quite a quick cut across from Boer. It looks as though he blocked Van Diepen, but a bit of contact there, but Warholm striding away. 100 meters to go for the fantastic Norwegian, and he's clear and out of trouble. The battle is behind them for the second automatic qualifying place between Boer and Van Diepen. Well, Van Diepen now gets round him, but Karsten Warholm, first time under 46 seconds at this year's championships, 45.95 unofficially, and it's confirmed at that time for Karsten Warholm, who progresses without much difficulty through to the final. Tony van Diepen gets a personal best of 46.62, gets through for a very good second place, the 2-time Dutch champion, the 22-year-old. And Lucas Boer, well, not quite quick enough to get through at 46.81. And Vitaly Butrym in 4th, sitting on the track, contemplating his race. Well, this is the action from the bell. Warholm at this stage already almost clear and home. Boer glancing around him all the time, seeing where Van Diepen is. I'm just wondering whether that was wise. He should have just focused on what was going on in front of him. Van Diepen comes through very strongly over the final 50 meters and gets up on the shoulder and then passing the flagging Spaniard to take the second place. But it is Karsten Warholm. Confirmed results. Karsten Warholm winning in 45.95. Tony van Diepen, personal best for the Dutchman, 46.62, and Lucas Boer gets through as the fastest non-automatic qualifier in 46.81. There's all 6 names that will go through.
Pavel Mazlek decided he was fit enough to compete in these championships, so he will be unable to defend his title. There's no question that the man in form is that man running in lane 5. Karsten Warholm from Norway, could be their second gold of the day. Warholm is taken the Norwegian record down to 45.56. So let's introduce them to you. Here's Lucas Boer from Spain, second in the Spanish Championships, medalist in the Mediterranean Games outdoors. Personal best indoors, 46.23. Then we have the youngest in the field, or second youngest in fact, 19-year-old Fabrizio Saidi. He got relay silver medal in the European Juniors. Here's Luka Janicic from Slovenia, twice a finalist in the European Championships outdoors, national record holder. And we have from the Netherlands, Tony van Diepen, just to 46.62. And now the world and European champion at the 400 hurdles, a mighty talent at a range of events, including this one, the 400. It's Karsten Warholm, former world youth octathlon champion. Now, on last year's form, he would be perhaps even the favourite. Oscar Huselos, the Spaniard, when he was disqualified after finishing a clear first across the line in the World Indoor Championships. This year, however, his best is 46.31 compared to the 45.69 he ran last year. Spanish champion. So two Spaniards, they go in lanes 1 and 6. And then we have one from France, Slovenia, Netherlands and Norway. Warholm 45.56, and that's easily the best in the field. The Slovenian Janicic has a best this year of 46.13, and that's a long way behind Warholm's time. So this man is the very clear favourite. We've just seen the women's 400 metres, which turned out to be a very, very close affair. I wouldn't expect this one to be, at least for the gold. Or can Huselos recapture the sort of form he showed last year? He's a fine runner at 200 metres and 400 metres, whereas Warholm is a 400 metre hurdle doublist. No hurdles indoors, of course, so flat racing for Warholm. Quite happy to come and compete at the European Indoor Championships. Some didn't do that. They're going to concentrate on the outdoor season. He reckons no problem in fitting in both. Boer, Saidi, Janicic, Van Diepen, Warholm, Huselos.
Set.
Away they go, on the white there, on the Norwegian colours. We've seen character success by Jakob Ingebrigtsen, and Warholm already eating up the stagger on Huselos and getting away from the rest of the field. Could be a parade for the Norwegian. He's coming across clearly into the lead. Huselos will follow into second place, and it's 21.35 at the 200 metre point. It's quick, and Warholm is stretching. Huselos doing the best he can to hold him. Janicic is in third place, followed by the Spaniards. But it's Warholm all the way around this track. He's led from the gun, and Warholm comes to his expected triumph in the 400 metres. He takes the gold medal. Huselos gets second, and the two men crashing to the track in close proximity in bidding for that bronze medal. The Dutchman Van Diepen and the Slovenian Janicic. And Warholm has again smashed his Norwegian record. It's a world-leading performance. 45.05, because a very fine run by Huselos, also in second place. So Warholm has the European record has stood at 45.05 to Thomas Schoenleber from way back in 1988, and we've now got confirmation that Warholm has equalled that with his time of 45.05. Yet another triumph for this brilliant young Norwegian, and this time it's 400 on the flat. Remember seeing him at the Junior Championships when he did the 400 under decathlon in that same day.
Well, I thought it was going to be quick after that very, very fast first 200 metres, but 45.05, smashing the championship record, equaling the European record, which has stood all comers for a long, long time. That was a terrific race behind him as well, with Husilos and Van Dijpen both getting national records. Redemption to a certain degree for Oscar Husilos after being the first across the line at the World Indoor Championships last year, when he was timed at under 45 seconds, only to be disqualified. Goes away with the silver this time.
Yes, a tremendous improvement on what you've seen from him so far this year with that national record at 45.66. Let's just look again here. This triumph by Warholm. He's got a, 2-3 meter lead, and he stretches away. But Husilos really fighting hard. And look at the way Van Dijpen comes up on the shoulder of the Slovenian, who's got 1.5 meters at this point. But then they really come together almost at the finish. And both crash across it. But Warholm out front, equaling the European record. Then Husilos, and then these men fighting for the bronze medal and crashing to the ground in so doing. But it's the Dutchman Van Dijpen who improves his national record and takes the bronze.
Well, after 49 years of Norway failing to get a gold medal, they've had 2 now in just over half an hour.
And both sensational talents.
No Viking hack this time. We remember from the World Championships in 2017 him donning a Viking hat after winning the 400 meters hurdles. He said he'd pack that one away.
Well, Norway really back in the top of athletics. Of course, we had that spell in the 80s, was it, with Inge Christensen, Greta Weitz, and then also in the 800 meters from Rodal, and everyone was running what it is about Norwegian athletics, and they tended to go away a little bit, but they're back. Karsten Warholm taking the gold medal, the European record equaling time of 45.05. Oscar Husilos the silver at 45.66, and Tony Van Dijpen the bronze with a national record for the Netherlands at 46.13.